Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back, Spencer's Crypto Vibe. Good to see you again. So I'm doing my normal perusing around crypto videos and podcasts like I do during a normal workday. And I bumped into a Joe Rogan podcast, who I listen to all the time. Not all the time, but pretty regularly. I like the dude's show. And I like his inquisitiveness, how he gets into the guests and he doesn't prejudge them. He lets them say their whole spiel, and he kind of gets the gist of it and the meats and the bones from it. So he had on Kyle Kulinski. So Kyle is a guy who I used to listen to when I was more into the politics, maybe like say 8-9 years ago. Okay, so he probably has a pretty good following. Now the cool thing is both of these people aren't in crypto, Joe or Kyle. Neither one of them are involved in it, they say, and since they're not, I'm only interested in what they have to say to see what their outlook is as outsiders. How it pertains to me being in crypto, I give it exactly 0 weight that it carries. But I still want to see what they say. And I thought it was interesting, so I want to play like 5 or 6 minute clip of that. And then just kind of, not a reaction video, but I kind of want to play it and just point out a couple things that I see that are like glaring sicknesses and wrongs. All right, so Joe Rogan talking to Kyle Kulinski about crypto.
Like Sam Bankman-Fried, for example.
That was so bad.
So bad.
It was all scam. Everything was a scam.
So crazy that was going on for so long, and unless that Binance guy went after them,
CZ,
that would have kept going.
That's right.
It would be going on right now.
He's the one who kind of exposed all of it.
Yeah, and meanwhile now they're exposing him, and now his company's falling apart.
Well, look, I'm no expert on crypto, but there are many experts who do say TikTok, the whole crypto industry may implode eventually.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm no expert on it, but a guy named Matt Stoller.
No, dude, if you say you're no expert on it, then don't give an opinion as if you know what the hell you're talking about. But continue, Matt Stoller. Go ahead, as you were.
He basically says, the whole thing is bogus. Everything is FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. It's all garbage.
Well, if people...
I'm going to stop pressing this. It's all like FTX. Then how come FTX is the one who went down and all the rest didn't? There's 20,000 cryptocurrencies. You're talking about one, you may have heard of a couple other small fringe ones, and a couple other big ones that went down. No more than 10. I bet you couldn't name 3. But here we are. It's all going down.
People agree that it's money. That's the thing, right? If people agree that crypto is money and they use it and exchange it and buy things, then it becomes established.
One of the problems is it's a very tiny percentage of it that's actually used as currency. It's less than 10%.
That's fair.
Bitcoin, for example, which is the most established one, people don't actually use it as currency for the most part. It's a speculative investment. And then now you have interest rates going up. That's affecting everything that's speculative, and they're all going belly up.
But the idea behind it, people want a decentralized currency that's not controlled by the government.
That's
right.
So
this is the reason why they created it in the first place, and the idea behind it is that we could put it in this decentralized form where we all agree that this is money and it's not being influenced by anyone else, and you can exchange it. And with Bitcoin, there's a limited amount of it, right?
That's right.
There's a
You're getting shaky
in
there.
That you really can't raise it, and you can't.
I like Joe. Okay, the reason I watch Joe Rogan podcast is because he allows people to come in and say their entire spiel, right? And he listens to them and he takes them seriously. And doesn't mean he buys everything he hears, but he takes them seriously and listens to them. So I can tell he's listened to crypto enough, but he's got it all is a little bit of gargly goop in his head. He's not quite clear on it. So he's right on the limited supply, but he's wrong on a couple things. But he's open. He's open to it.
Make more of it. This is it. And you can exchange it, and its value is determined by the people, but it fluctuates so wildly.
That's right. It doesn't act like a stable currency. No. Even if we're super
it's not
kind and
we
try to steel man their position, it's there are wild swings, and it's hard to treat something that swings that wildly as a stable currency, because it's not. It's more of an investment than a stable currency.
Do you think
Exactly.
the wild swings are because it's manipulated, because people that control fiat currency don't want it to ever be stable? Is there any evidence of that?
No,
early
I think
to be
people who
stable.
got in early on crypto, a lot of them probably made a lot of money on crypto. And then you have this boom cycle where people get into it. Here's the new hot thing. More people invest. And then eventually, the rug gets pulled out from underneath them. And the people who came in originally may have made a lot of money, but everybody who came in later bought too late, and they're going to lose money on their investment.
All right. Okay. I won't keep stopping this through thing. I only want you to see like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes of this. This boom cycle he refers to. It's a 4-year cycle. It goes boom, and then it goes bust, and then it goes boom, and then it goes bust, and it continues this until all the Bitcoin is mined. It's even called a cycle. He's saying it like it's one time. It's one boom, and then everybody else loses after that. So I don't know if he's talking about 𝐥𝐤𝐬𝐤 or if he's talking about Bitcoin itself or all of crypto. But if he's talking about Bitcoin and all the crypto, then he's massively wrong. He even used the word cycle. But if you know a cycle, a bicycle, the wheels spin around, around, around. If you put something at the top of the wheel, it goes down and it comes back up. And it goes down as long as you ride the bike. This guy.
And so
Jamie's a big crypto guy. He knows a lot of shit about this.
Well, all right.
All right?
We'll see.
The #1 crypto guy in the world, and he's
I look at it, but I don't try to speak out of. I hear things and I believe what people are saying, but I also watch. To me, it's very speculative. I see problems happening all the time.
yeah.
I don't understand why certain things happening. I'm googling right now. Why or can you manipulate Bitcoin? And people are saying that's the only reason it's going up right now. But I haven't heard anyone lay out a plan of this is how they manipulated it.
So
This is
they're
what someone did,
they're saying it's going up
Right.
because people who hold it are
That's
manipulating
just
it.
what just a generic Google though. I don't know who's saying that.
well, look at NFTs, right?
Yeah.
That's one where most people were like,
Get the fuck out of here.
really?
Yeah.
You got a cartoon drawing of an ape with a captain's hat on.
It's $1 million.
And this shit is worth $200,000. Justin Bieber lost hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars.
That's that's a whole other part of what was
Listen,
going on.
I'm
that
not about
people-
to go
I don't
into the
think a lot of people
NFTs.
understand
That's
that.
enough of
For
enough of
instance,
Kyle
just
and
briefly,
his
they were giving
vape and his
celebrities
bottle blonde
the NFT.
Yeah.
hair and
Giving it to them though. I don't know
and
that
his
a lot of them
disdain
paid their
for
own
crypto.
money for it.
the
They didn't
hell
lose
with
money.
him, man.
If he would have.
Okay, so this is my issue is with him is if you aren't in crypto and you don't think it's a thing, are you even in finance? Do you know the market? Do you know the stock market? Are you any financial industry? To understand what's going on. Because here's the thing, I'm going to believe these guys. Let me explain. Here's a picture of the financial service firms that are in Bitcoin and blockchain startups. Just look at the names. Deloitte and Touche. Except no Touche in that one. Western Union. Just ones that stick out real quick. Transamerica, Citi, Wells Fargo, New York Life, MasterCard, Visa, Accenture, Santander, Money Partners. They just sounds like they have money. The CME Group, Goldman Sachs, NYC, New York Stock Exchange. Look who does think crypto is something. And these same companies can badmouth crypto a little bit, but they're in it, they're involved in it, or they have some exposure to it. I trust these companies more than I would trust Vape Guy, Bottle Blonde Vape Guy. I'm going to let him have his opinion. It's interesting to hear it, so much so that I put it in a video, but mainly to laugh at it, because Bitcoin is the real deal. Look at these companies, even BNP Paribas. I don't even know what that is, but you know what I do know is when I watch the French Open, I always see that on the boards on the side. So it's obviously they have money too. I think they know more than Kyle Kulinski. That's it. I wanted to show you that little clip. I thought that was an interesting podcast that Joe did. But take care, and I hope you make some money out there. I'll see you.